I was sitting alone on the bench outside the retirement home when my phone buzzed. It was my son, Daniel, my only child, my pride, and my deepest heartbreak. His voice carried no warmth, no care, only cold distance. "Mom, listen, starting next month you'll be living here permanently. I've already rented out your house and sold most of your belongings. It's for the best. Bye." And just like that, he hung up. 73 years of life, 40 years of motherhood, and my own son discarded me like an old forgotten object. But instead of crying, I felt something unexpected. A quiet, knowing smile. Because what my dear Daniel didn't know was that everything he believed he owned actually belonged to me. 8 months earlier, I had lost my husband, Michael. A sudden stroke took him away during dinner. His final words still echo in my heart. "Lily, don't worry about anything. I've taken care of you, more than you know." But grief makes the mind foggy, and in that fog, Daniel stepped in, helping with papers, helping with documents, helping a little too eagerly. He made me sign forms I barely read, and I trusted my son without a question. I should have been more careful, but a mother's love is both her strength and her blind spot. One day, the retirement home allowed me to visit my old house to collect a few things. I walked through empty rooms that once held laughter. Furniture gone, photos gone, memories erased. Daniel had sold everything, except the old piano. He always thought it was worthless, but he never knew what it truly contained. I opened the piano bench. Inside was a thick brown envelope. My hands trembled as I pulled it out. Inside were documents, property deeds, share certificates, bank statements, and a letter from Michael. I opened it gently. "My dear Lily, I never told you everything. I didn't want you to worry. For years I invested quietly. Our savings, rental income, small business profits. Today, you are the sole owner of 8 properties across the city, including the office where Daniel works. And you are the majority owner of the company he believes is his. Everything is yours, my love, not his." My heart stopped. My son, my only child, had been trying to take from me what never belonged to him. I returned to the retirement home quietly. People looked at me with pity. "Poor Lily, your son abandoned you." But they had no idea that the lonely woman in the corner owned half the city. I contacted Michael's old lawyer, Mr. Hammond. He studied the documents and whispered in disbelief, "Mrs. Brooks, do you realize how wealthy you are?" I nodded. "And your son, he has no idea." "No," I said softly, "and I want it that way." "May I ask why?" "Because I need to see who he truly is before I decide what he deserves." 3 weeks later, Daniel finally appeared. "Mum, I need one more signature. It's urgent." I looked at him calmly. "Daniel, did you lose your job?" His eyes widened. How did you know?" Because I already knew. His company was collapsing. Investors had withdrawn. The business he thought he ran belonged to me. I handed him the envelope Michael had left behind. He opened it slowly, and the colour drained from his face. "Mum, what is this? You own everything. The company, the buildings, the office, all of it." "Yes, Daniel, it was always mine." He broke down crying. "Mum, I'm sorry, I made mistakes. I was desperate. Please help me." But I could finally see the truth. He wasn't sorry. He was afraid. "Daniel," I said softly, "there are 2 kinds of mothers. Those who give everything to their children, and those who finally say, 'Enough is enough.'" He swallowed hard. "What are you going to do?" "That depends," I whispered. "On what?" he asked. "On whether you choose to remain the son who abandoned me, or become the man your father believed you could be." He lowered his head. "Mum, what if I can't?" "Then," I said gently, "I will protect myself and everything your father built from you." 6 months passed. I no longer lived in the retirement home. I lived in my quiet beach house. Another gift from Michael I never knew about. Daniel visited sometimes now, not for money, for forgiveness. Some days I welcomed him, some days I needed space. Healing is slow, trust even slower. But I was no longer the weak woman everyone pitied. I was Lily Brooks, owner of 8 properties, owner of a company, wife of a brilliant man who protected me even after death, and mother of a son who finally learned that love is worth more than money. As the sun set over the ocean, I closed my eyes and whispered, "Michael, I found the strength you left for me, and I learned that loving someone does not mean letting them break you. And for the first time in years,